What's going on? So today I am going to be watching Tom MacDonald's Dear Rappers. This was a suggestion from the comments, and thank you for suggesting that because I don't really know a whole lot of Tom MacDonald songs except for a few of them. I have never heard this one before, and I've never watched it before, so I'm real excited to check this out. Supposedly this is his first breakthrough song, but I have no idea anything about it at all. So let's jump right into it.
Man, it's easy for these rappers who have it all.
Right
Talk
into
about
it.
the days when they used to be sad. I guess I can't relate to being famous and wealthy. I'm 28 and still praying for the day I have a chance. Maybe y'all can help me out though. I'm just trying to take care of my household. I don't even want to make my mouth go. I just want to win before the system that I'm in gets a hold of me again and starts to squeeze under my chin until I'm out cold. Dear rappers, can you help me? I'll even take a selfie with your album that I bought. I got every single CD that you ever fucking dropped. I spent everything I had and I never had a lot. Oh my god, what a mess. Your words help me deal with the stress. Used to contemplate my suicide the nights I was depressed. Used to pop you in a boombox and sit up on my desk. Listen to your music till I felt it in my chest.
So right here, I guess he's kind of going over and talking about how the music he was listening to when he was growing up has helped him and, kept him away from the issues he was dealing with in his own head. But I listen to a different type of music normally than what he's talking about, but we all through music tend to do the same thing. We take our own emotions and our own life story and use and visualize it through the music that we're listening to, regardless of what genre it is.
But these days it's like you don't have nothing left. Your music feels kinda like you're trying to write a check. Everything is digital, I mean no disrespect, but I'm paying even more and you give me even less. What the fuck? You taught me to think, you taught me to grow, you taught me the things to survive on my own, but now
Just to start, I'm sorry for pausing so much, but I'm not used to rap and it goes so fast and there's so much in such a short amount of time. But that was a big line there. It doesn't seem the same anymore. Like they're just writing a check off. Like they're just making music to make money instead of trying to actually make the music that means something. And I've said that before about rock too. And like all across the music industry, it just seems like it's gotten so big that people are just out there chasing money now instead of writing things and creating music that is actually meaningful. And I think that's a big problem when it comes to the art industry, but at the same time is why I think some of these independent artists like Tom himself are becoming so big, because like we haven't heard that kind of music really come out in so long. And I think that's awesome.
now you teach me to drink, you teach me to smoke, you teach me to think. Every woman's a hoe.
I don't want your Xanax bars or your fancy foreign cars. Throw your money in my face and try to tell me that it's art. No, no.
Again, like that next line right after I'd paused it too, that's such a huge point. It is one of the main reasons I haven't ever listened to modern raps, because it was all just about like money and girls and booze, doing drugs and partying, going crazy. It's like I don't associate with any of that stuff, and so I don't really listen to it. And some of it's catchy, whatever, it's fine at a party, but it's not like the type of music I want to put like my emotion and soul into and really connect with. And it seems like Dear Rappers, I guess he's like calling out modern like top tier rappers that are just out there, trying to get that money. And that's it.
Yeah.
Just a drug addict on TV.
I can't hear another fucking song about abusing medication that I had to take just to stay alive. There's more important shit than what you wear and where you live and who you fucking, what you drink and what you spend and what you drive. Rappers full of bullshit. Rappers just a marketing vehicle for the product that the man wants you to buy. Rap about a full clip. Rappers just promoting different liquors and varieties of ways that you could die. Yeah. Dear rappers, can you help me? Are you almost out of alcohol to sell me? Tell me, cause drinking every night can be the way to getting wealthy. If I'm really being honest, all this shit is overwhelming. I need someone to look up to. You're living in a country that elected Donald Trump. You're living in a country where police are killing people every day, and all you wanna talk about is doing drugs. You've been blinded by the money, you've been blinded by the cars, you've been blinded by the women. Don't know who the fuck you are. Thought I knew you when I spent $100 on a ticket to your show, and now I feel like you stole my fucking money and I'm broke. Man, you taught us how to rap, and you taught us how to dress, and you taught us how to act if we wanted to impress. Now you're teaching me to live like I know you never would. What you're preaching to these kids is keeping them inside the hood.
Holy shit, that's... I don't even have words for that. That's pretty deep. Yeah, I mean, the things that they say in, like, these rap songs and stuff, it's like they're glorifying all this stuff instead of actually showing how it's, like, it's a negative thing. It's not good to be doing all these drugs and, you know, constantly drinking and, like, a lot of these songs they promote it like it's what you got to do. You gotta go out, you gotta party, you gotta try to just go make all this money and get as many girls as possible and do all these drugs. That's what you gotta do to be cool. And a lot of these kids growing up, they hear this and that's what they think is cool and that's what they're gonna go do. And in reality, it's what's gonna actually destroy their life. God, he says such real shit and he's not afraid about it, and this is what I love about him. I don't listen to rap, but I love it. I love his music. I've never heard this before, but I'm already connecting to it. So this is the difference between that sellout mentality and actually creating real music that means something.
X bars or your fancy foreign cars, throw your money in my face and try to tell me that it's art. No, 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 no. No, just a drug addict on TV. I don't want your Xanax bars or your fancy foreign cars. Throw your money in my face and try to tell me that it's art. No, 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 no. Just a drug addict on TV. Yeah.
So that was Tom MacDonald, Dear Rappers. That's an insanely deep song. I can see why that made him take off. If that was actually like his first big song that really got him recognized. He came in a lot of people's throats and didn't name anyone specifically, but almost just the entire genre and where it's shifted. Obviously there's people that are not quite in that category, but in music as a whole, it's like... It almost seems like everything is just scripted now. Like, it's like, all right, here's the, few main points you have to hit, go out, make it sound cool, we're going to sell, and you know what, and then that's it. The same thing seems to go along with, not as much to me in rock music, but it has hit it to a certain point. Well, especially with, like, modern rock coming out. I don't really listen to it a lot, like the new alternative type music. That seems very scripted to me. I don't like any of that stuff. I stopped listening to alternative rock probably, I would probably say back in like 2015. After then, it seems like it got really bad. So I mainly listen to like metal and like original rock and like some of the bands from like the older times that are still putting out new music. I like that stuff. I don't really know a whole lot about rap. I also know that back in like the 90s, I haven't lived in a closet. I've heard some of the songs from the 90s. I don't really know who the rappers are or, what the songs are called, but I know I've heard them. And I definitely like some of that music more in the way it sounds, and it felt a little more real. But for the new generation, I love the message he's pushing out and like being real about it. Like, this stuff isn't cool. It's actually destroying people's lives and you don't even care. You continue just to sell out and make money off of, pushing this message. And that's horrible, but it's awesome that someone like him is getting the actual recognition that he deserves for pushing the real message that people should hear. And honest feelings and completely being open about what's going on in real life. If people look up to, guys like him more often, it's like it makes such a huge difference. And I didn't even know this really existed until just recently, and I'm excited to get into more of his songs. And there's so much I could say, but obviously I don't want to drag this out for I could probably just talk about this endlessly, to be honest, because it's such a big deal, and it's such a huge deal in the culture of especially the United States, but possibly the world. I don't know a whole lot about how it's really affecting other cultures, but especially in the United States, everything has shifted to the rap music, and everyone idolizes those guys, and it's kind of sad to see the stuff that they're pushing, because people just believe it, and I guarantee you half the people that are singing about that shit don't even actually live that lifestyle, but they just sing it anyways because it sells, and and that's just what people think is cool. But again, I mean, if there's anything else that I should know about this song in particular, because again, this is the first time I've ever heard it, and any more songs by him, there's a few more that I got commented that I'm going to check out, and I'll do some videos on them, eventually. I gotta space them out a little bit, but I really like Tom MacDonald. I'm going to be adding a lot more of his music to my playlist, and this might be the first rapper that I actually genuinely like and might listen to frequently, so that's really cool. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you'd like to subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. If you don't want to, just feel free to come check out a few more videos, and that's cool too. So thanks for watching.